Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys 2 tips that you absolutely must know when playing top tier ARB in War Thunder. I'm fairly confident there's some people out there that have heard of these and regularly utilize them, but I'm very confident that most people watching this video probably have never heard of these. And getting right into it, we're going to be starting off with the R27ER, obviously the best SAR missile in top tier right now. But what if I told you that you weren't utilizing the full potential of this missile? Not only is it absolutely cracked kinetically and it outclasses every other missile in the game, but you can launch this thing and not even give anybody an RWR or a warning that you're even shooting at them, so they have no idea it's coming. They're not going to defend against it, or maybe they fired their own missile off and they think they've got theirs off so much before you that it's not even going to matter. Well, they're in for a nasty surprise, because if you watch what I do on screen here, I've got this guy locked up at 50 kilometers with the R27ER. After I fired the missile, I immediately unlock him. This way he's not getting any radar warning receiver warnings of any kind, not audibly, not visually. He has no idea this missile is coming, and I am actually keeping track of his position this entire time in TWS, so I know exactly where he's flying, what direction he's going, so I know when I need to relock the target. Unlike other missiles like the Sparrow, the R27ER does not blow itself up upon losing lock. It will continue flying in the air toward the last known trajectory of the target before you lost lock, and then once the missile has gone down range a good ways, you can relock the target and it'll continue tracking like nothing had ever happened. And so you see this target here, he thought he got his missile off way before me because, well, he didn't have any RWR, and so he had the confidence to stick that joust just to find out that my missile was only about 4 seconds away from impacting him at the time of him actually getting an RWR warning. So that clip was from a real match, but I'm going to show you a little bit more of a controlled version in custom here. This is obviously staged. I'm using my friend to demonstrate this, so he is obviously intending to die, but more or less it's going to look this way in ARB. I've shot the missile, I let it fly down range, he's shot his own missile, and now he's finally getting RWR, and it's just too late for him. He thinks his missile is going to hit me first because of how late he got his warning, but really mine was in the air that entire time, and it hits him square on the nose, despite him thinking that he launched his missile a whole, 4 or 5 seconds before me. This is something that you can only do with the R27ER. So don't try this with the Sparrow, don't try this with the 530, it's not going to work. Those missiles blow up about 3 seconds after losing lock on their target. It's also a good idea to keep the target visible in TWS, that way you know if they're making any drastic course changes. You're probably going to want to relock them to update your missile's known trajectory, and that way it's not going to be too far away from the target at the time you actually relock them for the kill. And real quick, because I know I will get asked about it, the keybind to follow your missile in flight, like I was doing just a second ago, is this on screen right here. The second and only other tip in this video, probably the most consistently effective and important one, well, pay attention to the right side of your screen as I make this turn. As you can see, there's nobody down there, but I toggle into the targeting pod and now the entire enemy team is spotted. This is because targeting pods, as well as internal cameras, if the aircraft has some kind of camera on it, it will spot the enemy team up to 20 kilometers away. This goes for the F-14's internal camera, this goes for the Gripen and the F-16C's Lightning II pods, it goes for the Atlas II on the Mirages. Again, if it has a camera, you can spot enemies from 20 kilometers away. And you don't even have to actually look at the enemy, you just have to kind of point the pod in the general direction, toggle into the pod really fast, and you can get right back out and they will be spotted. This is really good information for yourself, but it also drastically helps your team because it points all of your teammates in the correct direction all at once, which is really good when you get into the furball, and it's really effective when combined with a squad mate in something like an Su-27. If they want to know if they can stick a joust versus an enemy plane and not have to worry about the incoming SAR missile, we'll go ahead and scout them from 20 kilometers away, and that way they know what kind of missile they're fighting, and then it's just free game from there on. So that's pretty much it. Short video, just wanted to share these tips with you because I feel like not everybody has heard about it before. I hope it's helpful for you guys. Have fun testing it out, and I'll see you.